that exists, and what group it decides to function on that world. But yes, Alyssa, Aptus is a world. It's a T4 world with a specific tech that they do. It's a pilgrimage world, but it functions under like a Russian law type stuff. It's a police state.
Okay.
So,
can you tell us about each one, or will you hate us? Or me?
I can't. Well, I can tell you a little bit about it, but
just like what you told Alyssa, basically.
All right. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to freaking get a new name for that. That word's awful.
The Mahalati Albin.
Yeah, that one is also a T4 with spec. It has a series of runes on it, as well as some pre-tech stuff. I guess the next world, I'll just keep reading down.
Yeah.
Ibanez is currently suffering from a bunch of tyrannical xenophobes. They do not like people that are not already on their world. Xenophobes like not aliens, but other humans as well. If you're not part of their thing, then they don't like you.
So they're racists.
Basically, yeah.
Oh,
they're basically Germany.
Actually,
yeah, they're basically Germany. I might actually make them speak German unless you guys have an issue with that. Molani is partially feral, but the majority of it is still T4. So, like, they have cities, but they're in the rest of the planet is pretty...
puppy.
Like, they have groups of, like, people that didn't quite survive the Scream as effectively as they probably should have. What does it look like again? Man, trying to find planets on these lists is awful.
Yeah.
There it is. Alright, yeah. So it's actually pretty good. Otherwise, Fadila has a Preceptor archive on it as also oceanic, so it's basically like Earth-like. As far as I remember, that's what oceanic means anyway. Give me a half a second just to find that I'm incorrect on that.
So the whole world is underwater.
No, it's set up like Earth.
Okay.
Let me just make sure. I think that's what it is, and if it isn't, I'm saying it is. Yeah, the Preceptor archive is basically a way for people to learn about like old Earth stuff. So, because you guys are like way out in like the edges of space, like not millions of years, but like a couple hundred years spike drive jump away from Earth. Oh yeah, oceanic world is covered in water. So yeah, it's water.
Full on water.
Yep, and there are floating cities above it.
Awesome.
It would have been cool until you said floating cities.
Wait, the cities are...
Not like cities.
Are the cities floating on the water, or are they like floating in the air above the water?
There's a couple that are floating above, like the Preceptor archive is floating above the water, like a hover jet type stuff. The majority of cities, though, are actual like water boats, like they're on the water.
Okay.
Did I miss anything?
I'm just reading off a
This
couple.
was what? Falda?
Okay.
Fadila. I'm gonna say Fadila. That's probably how to pronounce it. I'm gonna repronounce these in like millions and millions
That's okay. So is
of times, so
else?
don't worry about it. Yep. Hermagoras has a local specialty in something. It's unknown. Again, you guys are probably gonna, if one of you is from there, then you're gonna help me figure that out. Otherwise, then I'm gonna just pick it.
Wait, what was that?
Hermagoras.
I was thinking about that one, but it's
It also has
it's
a
an
property on it. Is the ones who own it right now.
so it's an undescribed profession.
Yeah,
everyone has?
specialty. It's something they make.
What about maps?
Maps of what?
The universe.
They make maps.
The world may be sophisticated or barely capable of steam engines, but either way it produces something rare or precious to the wider galaxy. It might be a pharmaceutical extract produced by a secret recipe, or a remarkably popular cultural product, or even gene-engineered humans uniquely suited for certain work. So yeah, they can make maps. specifically maps of like star lines, effectively. So they are also able to. They basically go and send out ships to map the starways.
I want to do that. I want to be there. What was that? Hermagoras.
Hermagoras is that one. It also is controlled by a theocracy, so keep that in mind.
So it's controlled by Theo?
No, theocracy.
A hypocritical Theo?
T is after that.
Melos.
I'm gonna keep going, but give me a second. Theocracy. The planet is ruled by a priesthood of predominant religion or ideology. The rest of the locals may or may not be terribly pious, but the clergy have an necessarily military strength, popular support, or control of resources to maintain their rule. Alternative faiths or incompatible ideologies are likely both illegal and socially unacceptable. So you're gonna help me figure that out if you live there, Matt.
Religion.
Actually, religion there.
The maker.
RDS is the next one. It is either a misandry or a misogyne. So basically, either it's like males control everything or females control everying. I'm
Oh,
leaning
Alyssa wants to go there,
females.
right?
It also has heavy industry that's like they do like mining and stuff like that. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna have to switch that. All right. It's just one of the tags. Oh man. Tissavardo
The T is silent.
is silent.
Something
Sarvado.
like tsunami.
All right. Savdardo, I guess is gonna probably how I'm gonna pronounce that. It actually has an alien race that is friendly, who happen to be the Mori that live there. They are a friendly group of Mori, who, by the way, I guess I should probably explain who the Mori are. The Mori are one of the two alien races in this sector, the other one being the Antkin, who basically, as their name suggests, are an insectoid race. The Mori are basically psychic vampires. They drink blood and everything, but they also have psionic powers.
That's what you're talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
They're an alien race. Those guys, they're normally pretty hostile, as they're carnivores. But this specific version of them is actually pretty happy with humans. They live pretty happily with them. The next one is Grievous. It has both flying cities and freak weather. So basically, think of Venus. Is effectively how Grievous is. It has cities that float above the clouds, as well as the clouds
like
they're
Bioshock.
happy about everything underneath. Yes, but the clouds aren't
floating
always
cities.
being white. Yeah, the clouds aren't happy in white though. They're dark and green and black and awful.
I'm thinking in this one.
Yep.
So scary.
Gunhild is actually a little bit different one. It's partially ground based, but it does have a couple space stations. It is mostly Badlands on the surface, but it does have a couple major cities that act as a trade hub. It also has a bunch of planets in the planet's atmosphere that act as exactly what it sounds like. They're a trade hub for everyone else in the sector or in the area. Where the hell is Gunhild? Gunhild is 3. So yeah, on Tusser, it acts as a thing between Canis, Alamudi, and Tussers. Tusser actually has 3 home planets, so it makes sense. The next one is Korez. It is currently suffering a Cold War between two pretty stompy entities.
What temperature?
Huh?
2
What temperature?
Celsius.
2 Celsius. Korez.
42 Kelvin.
Is Korez cold? That'd be hilarious if it's actually cold.
It'd be frozen at 42 Kelvin.
Actually, it's a warm planet.
So,
Wait,
It also has another one of the reasons why it actually had Cold War going on is because the area around Korez is absolutely covered in meteors and asteroids. It is very hard to land there, as you have the chance of accidentally having a meteor or asteroid tend to just move into your ship, and
No, I'm gonna
the
move
ships
here.
don't tend to be very happy together. The next one is Pissarro. Do you think the P is
Saros.
silent? Saros,
think-
probably.
I think
Yeah.
it's like psychic. Like
Maybe.
Saros.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say Saros, probably. It is a seismic world but other than that, there's really not much else there.
Or maybe it's like Cyros.
I don't know. I'm gonna say Sauron. The next one is Emelos or Eumelos. Probably
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, Eumelos is a colonized world, so it still has some of its older tech, as well as what is people messaging me about?
Oh, continue. You can answer that later.
I see how it is. Send me
Ooh.
secrets already.
Yep.
I'm gonna send a
Some
secret in
secrets.
the room.
I asked him if I could be the alien race, and he told me no.
I'm not surprised that you would ask that. I actually honestly thought you were gonna ask that.
Yep.
The hell
Emelos
is that, Matt?
is
I tried copying something from the PDF, and it came out like that.
Good.
Yeah, it's awful sometimes.
I'm gonna put that in the Google.
All right.
Come with porn.
The world of Emelos or Eumelos. I'm going to pronounce it Eumelos.
Here's the link.
A not recently colonized, but colonized world that is also seagoing. It is completely oceanic as well. So all the cities are also on boats. All of them are on boats. None of them are floating this time around.
Yes, that's what I want.
Ruberes is a T4. All of these are T4. It actually has a psychic school on it. So it is one of the very, very few remaining psychic schools in existence, as most of them were destroyed when the Scream happened.
Bless you.
Platon.
Bless you.
Don't die.
Yeah. Platon is a world with some local tech on it, but that's really all I can tell you about it. There's nothing that interesting. What the heck is this?
It's Tom's
I don't
link
know.
to my.
Oh, jeez. It's a very scary link. And the last two, Periboa is a desert world. It also has a small group of, well, yeah, it has a small group of Mori also on it. That is friendly. And the last one is Yubaga, which is a massive space yard. They build most of the ships for the entire sector. At least one of the corporations that builds them.
Okay. So I have the Eumelos.
It's also on. It's also on Tusser as well. So, Tusser has a lot of stuff going on it. Yeah, you guys can actually see where all these worlds are located if you look at the hex. If you look
Yeah.
at the number of hex and then just look at the world.
I'm assuming the red things are like the world.
Those are the whole
sectors.
worlds on the map. Yeah.
Okay.
And how many worlds?
So do we
Olympia
all-
only has one. It just gives 8. So you guys have to just pick one of them.
Alright,
Where-
I picked Eumelos,
You're gonna pick your Melos.
the water cities.
Oh, one of
And
those.
it says you need a pressure mask as well.
Yeah. Some of this stuff is not quite correct. Like, I'm going to be messing with it a little bit. So, it's not all going to be true. But most of it will probably stay the same. Oh, it has... Yeah, it has a thick
So is there a
atmosphere.
certain area for these?
What do you mean?
Like, is Hermagoras at Talabi or Almus or Mojave?
What do you mean?
Where
Like,
is
where's
this
the-
place?
Do I choose where I want it or
Or
on the
preset?
grid?
Your planet already has a system that it's in.
Yeah, the planet is connected with the system.
If you click on it
So
in the
which
little
system?
web page, it says what system it's in.
Yeah.
The one that's linked, the PDF thingy.
Yeah, I couldn't open that.
He sent a new one.
The SN. Yeah, I couldn't open that either.
Or tell me which one and I'll tell you what system it's in.
Yeah, what world are you?
Hermagoras.
0603.
The H1.
Hermagoras. Yeah.
0603.
Hermagoras is system Aldosari 3. Aldosari, where's that one? Aldosari is 0603 like Bingo said. On the hexes.
Yep, so going on there. Okay.
Right there.
Yeah, I saw where it was. I'll just-
I still have yet to make stats for them, Brooke, though.
I can wait.
She really wants to be his vampire, doesn't she?
Oh,
I
right.
said the only one she'll is if she's a vampire.
Actually, because you're actually
Mitch told
already
me
a
I
psychic.
could.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, you can be a vampire. Just keep the same stats because they're all psionic anyway. So I'm just going to force you to be a psychic, which is not going to be an issue.
Oh,
Like
darn.
literally every single one of them is psychic.
That's
all
fine.
right.
Alright, so we're doing
Basically,
So
instead of
just
food,
shit.
she drinks blood instead of food.
Yeah, they can either drink blood or they can eat flesh. It's kind of their own decision. They prefer blood though.
What was that?
what are we
Yes.
doing
You
for
are-
faction?
Something about
carnivorous
eating flesh
now.
is silly.
We kill an enemy, I just start eating it.
Yep.
You
Cannibal!
okay over there?
She's not a cannibal though, because she's a Mori.
Yes.
What
Yeah,
if she
but
eats?
we.
What if she eats a mori?
Oh, stop it.
Then that's cannibalism.
It would be cannibalism, but they eat each
No,
other.
it's Diablo.
They can't. Well, they can, but it's basically viewed in the same way as humans eating each other. It's cannibalism for them. They're not undead, if it isn't already obvious.
Okay,
So-
I'm gonna go eat food,
Okay.
actual food, not people.
Oh, that is-
Faction.
My,
Yeah,
my,
The humans don't always get along. It's just those two worlds that they happen to be getting along.
Faction.
okay, so I'm from that world.
Well, they're two.
What? There's two?
Yeah,
There's
they're-
one with like that's inhabited by them mostly, and one with like a group of them.
Yeah, the
I,
Puriboa is a desert world, and they have a Mori sect on it.
I want to be the cold one. That was the Sidoria, or whatever. Sidoria.
Are you Salvador? Yeah. Okay.
That one's cold, so I'll pick that one.
Where the heck is Sidario?
Okay, I'll be back later, guys.
Yup.
That's-
That's on 600.
Have a beautiful time.
It's right up there in Zambia. Right?
Put my green
No,
box over where I
Sweet.
am.
She's from there. I'm just writing down where you guys are from. So, about the rest of you, you've heard options.
Grivis.
Rivids.
I was gonna think of going there too as well.
Rivas is probably how it's pronounced.
I thought you were gonna do the ocean one.
No, I said if I wasn't gonna do the ocean one, I might have picked that one.
Well, yeah, Jerry's already on
Wait,
Umelos.
yeah.
Which
That's
one
what
are
I
you
thought.
going to, Tom?
Grivis.
Yeah, he's on Grievous.
Oh,
Or yeah,
I think it's
Grievous.
Gravis.
General
Grievous?
Grievous.
That's how I'm saying it.
I don't even watch Star Wars, and I thought of Grievous.
Yep. So, Alyssa, have you picked a world to be from?
What's her ability?
Yeah, I guess
Where-
I'll do Alfdis.
Alfdis? So,
What were
do
you
you
saying,
follow
Matt?
the religion? Or do you just...
What?
Do you follow the religion, or you just kind of live there?
Oh, well, what's the religion?
I don't know. What is the religion?
Make it like Dead Space.
Pick it up.
The
It
maker.
can be pretty much anything. It could be something that actually exists, like
No, hold on.
nowadays, or
Necromorphy.
it could be something.
Space Mormons.
Maybe like Greek gods or something.
Yeah, you could be Greek
Yeah.
gods.
Do the
Bring it
magic
back in.
set for
What is the
gods.
Greek gods' religion called?
Xenagos. Xenagos is the guy.
What is the Greek gods called? What religion
I,
is
I
that?
want to
I don't know. Let me look it up. What was the Greek pantheon called?
Oh, is that what it is? Pantheon worship? Oh, it's
Uh-huh.
what is it? A
Parthenon?
poly-
No, that's
is
a
it
temple.
polytheism
The polytheism. That's the belief.
and then
that there's
monotheism.
multiple
Polytheism
gods.
is the multi. Yeah, that's what they I guess worship is a
Polytheistic.
polytheistic pantheon. Cool. So I'm gonna
I
write
get
that
a
down.
religion too, right?
Where are you from?
Hermagoras?
You're from
Yeah.
Hermoras?
They were theocracy.
Oh yeah, you're a theocracy. Do they worship the same thing? Well, where's
No.
Aftis and where is comparison? Aftis, where are you in comparison with Hermogoras?
I'm 603 Aldo, sorry.
603 is right smack dab in the middle of the damn sector. Alright. Hermogoras. Where is Eldis? Eldis. Where the hell is it? How am I so bad at finding these damn planets?
Is it
Al-
Alfdis?
Alfdis,
Because I
yeah.
haven't made my map yet.
Nephora.
1, yeah.
Nephora. It's 0401.
401. So yeah, it's pretty. Actually, it's all by itself. So Nestor probably, the planets on Nestor probably follow the same thing. But yeah.
I didn't
Okay.
understand.
So what did they worship?
I wanted a type
You
of
follow
Zen
it.
Buddhism with strict
Oh, yes, I
guidelines.
follow it, and it's like the Greek gods.
All right. Yeah.
Be unoriginal.
So, guidelines
Polytheist.
that I want are you are only allowed to eat meat, or you have to take a break from eating meat at least once per week. You're not allowed to kill someone once per week.
Oh my god.
What does
So,
that
like
mean? Like 1 day a week? You just
Like a
can't
day.
eat?
Yeah, I just have to designate a day, and then I can't kill someone that day. You can't drink alcohol on 2 days per week. And you have to
Let's
shave
write
your
all
head.
these down. Tell me
Shave
about
your
them.
head.
Yeah.
So you're bald.
Or shaved, anyway.
So what is your thing called?
Fascism.
Matter.
It is a theocracy. It's possible.
Let's see, religion generator. Let's go.
Religion generator. Is that a real thing?
I want to
I
call
don't
it
know. It
comp-
popped up and suggested chaotic shiny religion gen. Let's go.
Oh my
I want to call
god.
it compromise.
That doesn't. Oh, there's a religion name generator. Let's try that.
Compromism.
Compromism.
That's that. Yeah.
Gathering of Swando.
So we're doing for faction.
Factions are actually a thing I do.
Okay.
So they're groups that you guys meet up with.
What are you
Church
doing?
of Punitition.
Huh?
What are
Factions.
you doing?
Factions are kind of my own characters, if you want to think of it
Okay.
that way.
So then.
Dude,
what's
there's
that?
the Church of Symmetry.
The Church of Symmetry.
That sounds like something I would follow.
That sounds like something kid would follow.
So what is it that it is, Matt? It's compromism.
Compromism, yeah.
Compromism. All right. The way I'm spelling it is COMPRIMISM.
So COMPRI
I'll just copy it.
Free. It's like calm
Calm?
prism.
Prism, yeah.
That.
I
Oh
think.
wait, that's the
I
wrong
might be
person.
wrong.
No, not comprism. I spelled it a little bit different.
Is it like this? Compromism? Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I spelled it.
Okay,
Compromism.
I was incorrect the first time.
It's okay. So let's go over, I guess, what languages do they speak there?
On
I'm
my
assuming,
planet?
listen, your people speak Greek.
Yep.
No, they speak Mexican dialects of Spanish.
Mine will
Like,
speak English.
It's possible. English you
Portuguese.
automatically get. So,
you
Those
pick
are so
like a-
common.
yeah. English is the basic language that everyone knows.
Okay, so we get common for each.
Yeah, it's not technically
common.
English, I suppose, but it's close enough to English.
Yeah.
It's
there a
well, you
place
just haven't
like
seen
that?
Firefly most likely, but in Firefly they have a language that's basically it's English and like I think Mandarin like mixed together.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's that. But people speak English for the most part.
Main language will be Indian.
Indian? Okay.
In-
And that is on
Do we have a place
Hermagoras.
to write our language?
Yeah. It should be on the sheet somewhere.
I don't know.
I had to write it in notes because I didn't see a place for it.
Yeah.
Wait, they have all the psionic things on the sheet. That is so nice.
I used
Whoever
the wrong
set
one.
up this thing is the best person ever. All right,
Yeah, Psionics is like 3 pages long.
but it's good.
I don't see language though.
See,
Yeah, I just put mine in notes.
Or notes.
What are you?
Flat. Or
It's
I
I
like-
think Psionics might not have notes because they have like a the place for Psionics. I think
Yeah.
Expert has the biggest note section, then the Warrior had a small note section.
all right. So just we'll just have to write that down somewhere else. I don't know why the heck it doesn't have that though. Just know that you can speak that as well. You can speak common effectively, so English, whatever language your home planet speaks, and then one other language for every point of intelligence you have. Well, points like a modifier point, which for most of you is going to be, I think, 0.
I
Except
think only
for-
one of us has it.
Yeah, I think only one of you has a number.
I think Matt, maybe Brooke. Brooke.
No, I don't get a
That's-
modifier for int.
Brooke has 6, 10.
I get a modifier for wisdom.
Brooke Brooke gets 1. I think
Alright.
she's the only one. She's the smartest out of all of us.
What language does my homeworld speak?
I don't know. What did they speak?
Mollusk? Oh, can I just pick it?
We're creating the universe partially.
The only one, yeah, the one you guys are helping create the universe. However, I am saying Ibanez does speak German.
That was the.
You guys do not
racist
get a choice
race.
in that matter. If they are speaking German.
Is that plot
Yes,
important?
that's the. No, I just want to have them speak German.
Mine will be
DM favoritism.
Japanese
Japanese.
for the mollusk.
Yep.
For mollusk.
You
You
copied.
us. Yep.
I was gonna
did?
say that.
You got Japanese?
You can have multiple
was going
things that
to.
speak Japanese.
Yeah, I know.
I was thinking that, but I'm like, nah. At least some other type of place that has meditation.
And Brooke
My
is not
last
here,
character
so.
had Japanese.
Well, I guess yeah. We still have Tom. Tom, where are you from again? You're from Grievous.
Grievous, yeah.
That's just what it's going to be known as. It is Grievous. That's actually, I guess. Well, it's supposed to probably be Grievous, but I'm going to say it's Grievous now. I'm going to just flip around the letter.
It depends on where you're from. It's like if you're in Boston, you say things differently than you're from like Minnesota.
Yeah.
If
So I
you're
guess
from
do they?
Grievous.
If they are the people who live there? Do they call it Grievous or do they call it Grievous?
They call it Grievous.
All right. There we
So
go.
Mitch, do I get a token for my Like a Charm?
What do you mean?
It says once per in-game hour you can re-roll a failed skill check, give you the GM your special ability token.
Are you a psychic or are you an
I'm an
expert?
expert.
Oh, you're an expert. Oh, I thought you were a
Yeah.
psychic. Okay.
I was-
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah.
sir,
You,
I'm the
get to-
expert.
you basically get to go in once an hour, every real time hour. You can re-roll a skill check.
This token's only like as a physical thing to know.
Yeah,
that you have it.
it's just something that it allows you to know whether or not you have that as an option for that hour, or if you've used it. Where's Warrior?
Alright.
There we go.
So
Where it gets
so
to
wait,
dodge an
I
attack.
don't get a physical token that reminds me I have it, or I do?
We can make one if you really want to, but I can usually keep track.
Make it your left eyeball. That way it'll be easy to keep track.
It's not something your character does, it's a real life thing.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Just give me your eyeball.
The left
So,
one.
by the way, Tom, what did they speak on Grievous?
Japanese.
They speak Japanese? Okay.
Yeah. I almost went with a Russian, but I didn't.
Oh,
I
that'd
almost went with Japanese, but then I'm like,
now really wants me to. Now I really want to try and discuss with Alyssa whether or not Alfdis can speak Russian.
have them speak Elfin.
Russian Greeks.
Yeah,
Okay.
Elf.
that's okay. Well, it's just they're a police state, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
So
Wait,
You
a
do-
police
yeah, they're a police state.
police state with Greeks. I like it.
Yeah, they're Russians that somehow worship the Greek gods.
Wait, so they speak Russian now?
No.
Yes, you speak Russian
Oh,
rather
Okay.
than
Excellent.
stuffs. So congratulations, you get to try and learn.
They have a
Russian.
lot of Russian customs too, like vodka.
I don't know.
Yeah, why not?
All right, so you're culturally Russian as well.
I'm just gonna like forever picture Zeus as Russian now. Just like
With a
on
big
Mount
Russian
Olympus with a big Russian hat, like a Stalin mustache.
Yes.
and beard, and he's got like a vodka bottle, and he's sitting there like saying Russian stuff and throwing lightning bolts at people.
If
Son.
I need to see if this is a thing on now. I mean,
Stalin Zeus.
And what? Oh yeah, you speak Indian. That's correct.
Russian Zeus pictures.
Galing.
There's no. Oh wait, nope, that's regular Zeus.
And they speak Japanese on Grievous as well.
Is that
By the
fake?
way, speaking of the culture, do the people of Hermagoras, is your theocracy an Indian theocracy as well?
What do you mean?
Like, are you culturally Indian?
Yes.
All right. When I say culturally, I mean like, are the buildings set up in like kind of an Indian
Oh.
set?
No.
No.
Nah.
All right.
That's
So
a
how
yes
are they
for
set
me.
up? Matt, how are they
What?
set up then?
They're set up more of like a modern city type of thing. Like, you said it was a specialist type of thing with like super smart people there.
Yeah, they're fairly.
Yeah.
Fairly.
So
They're good
their
at
building
making
structures
maps.
have been advancing over time.
All right. So yeah, they're more modern. So they're kind of just straight cut and dry, like steel and whatnot.
Yeah, the conformism allows us to keep track with our spiritual selves while advancing technologically outside of our bodies.
Okay.
Are we all setting up what the culture is like?
Yeah.
Just for this type thing, I just thought that it might be a good idea to do it now.
Okay.
We do need to speak with. What the heck? Oh yeah, Brooke actually doesn't get to pick a language because she automatically speaks Morlee, which is a
Vampires
language.
have violence.
Well, she does. Does she have the int modifier?
She does
Yeah.
actually. That means that she can learn whatever the heck is on that
I
world.
was gonna say it's most likely gonna be Japanese.
So gonna be 3 worlds.
Don't worry, half our party can
So
speak Japanese.
Grievous and Melos. Where are those
What?
in comparison to each other?
But then 3 of us out of the party can speak Japanese at each other.
So can I pick what the culture building style's like for?
Yeah, I thought you said that it was like a Japanese style.
Yeah, because you said
Poor
it was small.
fourth
But like,
member.
Yeah,
I was
It's-
thinking they'd be like giant rafters of like bamboo and stuff, and then have the giant, or not giant, Japanese buildings, like the traditional ones, and then like smaller houses or sheds would be like tied to it by a bridge on a smaller bamboo raft.
all right.
Just like one giant
it's
connection.
a giant city if you think about it. So
Like it's a
We're
big
not gonna-
city of big and small rafters connected by bridge of
okay.
bamboo bridges.
Where the hell is? How am I so bad at finding these worlds? And I'm looking down the lists.
Well, I
108.
marked mine on
We
the.
should just like, how about we just like draw a picture or like indicate on the like the hex now where all of our homeworlds are now that we know where
That's
they
what I
are.
was doing.
Yep. 108. Okay, that's nowhere near. Okay, so they just happen to be under the same language.
Under the sea.
Here, let's get a text box.
What's yours again?
Grievous. I'm placing it on the map right now.
Sorry. Oh, actually, they're not too far away. They're only one jump or 2 jumps, I suppose. So yeah, they could have definitely gotten that.
What was the font that you used for the map?
I actually didn't create this. I generated it.
So I can't match the font in here. What's this?
Can I?
It's not